And we should be live. Good evening, everybody. Where's my chat gone? It was up and it's gone. It's back. Good evening, everyone, one and all. Very warm welcome, and a warm welcome to Mark TVP and Roy's Reviews. Good evening, Jed.
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, is that me feeding back?
That was me for a second. I do apologize.
Oh no, we've got an amateur.
Yeah, we've got amateur on again tonight. They see these amateur reviewers, new reviewers coming up.
You can't mute it until the stream comes up, can you? So obviously, Mark's
you can. If you bring up a YouTube, if you bring up a YouTube stream, press mute, shut it down, it will be there muted then.
No, lady.
Roy.
Let's say hello to a few people in chat, shall we? Andy Harris, good evening, Andy. Mark, good evening, Mark. Again, Simon62. Simon62, quickly, you seem to share my week before's Twitter posts, and I don't quite understand that. So, I don't know what's happening there, quite, unless you get them late. Is it just me, or can anyone else hear a noise?
You probably just heard Becca stomping through the living room.
No, it's like a ping pong ball bouncing on a table.
Well, it's just you then.
No? Okay.
Definitely just you, Mark.
Hopefully it's not coming through. It's a bit annoying. Stopped. That was you, wasn't it, Mark? No, start. Start. Let's carry on. Grant Mullins, evening, Grant. Roy, who's here. Paul, evening, Paul. David, it's just scrolling down chat. So that's David Adair. Mick, David Adair again. Cyclic Scooby. That noise is really off-putting. Justin Nielsen.
What noise?
Adrian,
well, honestly, Mark, I can't hear nothing.
Daniel. It's really weird. It's like a ping pong ball going. Diddle-doing. Is it honestly you? One of you two stirring me up.
No, I can't hear a thing.
I cannot hear a thing, I swear down.
Yeah. Well, if I was coming through the other end, guys, someone tell me. Paul, I said Matthew Barton. Evening, Matthew. Jason Lee. Daniel, I think I said Daniel. So Scooby, Rajit Van Mahid Shibogan. Got there. Rufus, evening, Rufus. I'm not saying Rajit again, I'll get it wrong. Kieran, AVC. Rufus again. Murray, evening, Murray. Adrian Mason. And I'm getting to the bottom. I think we're pretty much... Oh, Lynn Smith. Evening, Lynn.
Hey, Shell.
Where's Laurie tonight? She's now a spanner. I did what I said I was going to do.
You spanned her?
I did. Eric Simmons. Evening, Eric.
Yeah. Mark, TVP, do you ever feel left out about not being spannered?
I give up on trying to get a spanner on this channel. It's like gold dust, mate. Trust me. Laurie's been crying for 2 years and she's only just been a spanner. So maybe if I start now in 2022, I might get a spanner.
So that means I'd be probably 2025 for me.
You never know, do you? You never know. Dion, Adrian. I said Adrian. Chadwick, Tim Baker. I must be getting near the end. Graham. Do I say Graham? Eric Simmons. And anyone else who knows me. I think I'm there. Albert Valenti. Evening, Albert.
Lynn Smith.
Michelle B. I said Lynn. I'm sure I did. If I didn't, evening, Lynn. Helen Knight. Evening, Helen. Cody Vogler. Aaron.
Helen Knight was one of the best profile pictures.
The best.
I didn't look at that. Gone way past it now. Jackson, Mark Jackson. Evening, Mark. Quick word on Mark. I did say a couple of weeks ago that we got a new caster on the show, if you like. Someone full time. And I was a bit...
Full time. Jacob's on morning.
I did kind of keep it quiet. It was going to be, I wanted a little bit of a surprise. But then I watched a video from TVP who just blurted it out.
Did you not tell anyone?
No.
Did you not? Did I break the news?
Yeah. Boah, Mark was there.
I thought it was common knowledge.
Well, it is now. So anyway, he will be coming on. He's got internet issues, connection issues, which when they're resolved, he will be on here on a weekly basis. So that'll be good. A little bit of consistency, and nice to have him. Nice to have an up and coming reviewer who, to be fair, I can see a lot of potential in.
Hello.
Be coming on the
Hi.
show.
Hi, up and coming. Hello.
Oh, Mark, you've up and came and on and come back again.
I haven't. I had 600.
Well, that's why it's nice to have you on the show as well, Roy. Up and coming.
Afterthought. That's it. It's not going to be Roy's reviews anymore. I'm just going to sign in with Afterthought.
I don't think so. You know, when you used to have it's only banter, mate, did you have to hug Roy on a weekly basis?
At least 3 or 4 times. Yeah. Give him a struggle cuddle because he gets a bit upset.
Cuddle.
Evening, Eric. Good to see you in.
Evening, Iggy. Right, Mark, what are you vaping on tonight?
Nothing spectacular. So I'm on my DNA mod. Aries on top of there. Still loving that combo. I'm on that Aries. Been out like 2 years, but fucking love it. Victory and the Lamo. I'm still going to call it the Lamo.
The Lamo. That's nice.
Lamo. On my little free Max 50. Max is 50, which I reviewed today, which you can go ahead and see on my channel.
Yeah. Well, if you want to watch somebody walking on the beach for 3 hours.
What 3 hours? It was like 10 minutes. Good grief.
Felt like 3 hours.
Legend with a bit of fluff on, and the Steam Crave Supreme version 3, which is Supreme, by the way. Juice wise, just jam. And also on the Black from Kerno. That's my crack.
That's your crack. Nice to see I've got the comments coming on at a reasonable size now.
It should have took you a fortnight to fix, though, isn't it? You were having a fit last week, weren't you? It was a fucking meltdown, Mike.
And I was looking for all the complicated stuff, and it was the simplest fix in the world. So, as always, overcomplicating things. Evening, Fiona. Roy, up and coming reviewer who inspires me every week.
You're a terrible liar, you, Mark.
What? Isn't he just?
What are you vaping on, Roy?
I'm vaping on the Lamo. In that, I have got some Dr. Vape's Pink Colada. I've got the Drag 3, but just with a normal PMP pod on it, because this bloody thing with 2 mil in it to get the rubber, to review it and then get the rubber bung out of it. In that, I have got some Homebrew Rockin' Raspberry Sorbet. That's and a little Vupu Air with some of that in it.
A watermelon mojito.
Yeah,
that sounds super refreshing.
It's actually not too bad. The mojito bit of it takes away part of the refreshing side of it because it gives it a bit of a dryness.
Yeah, I'm not into watermelon. Knocks me sick. I always like eating watermelon, but vaping it, just can't stand the smell.
I hate eating watermelon.
Much either.
No, it's just one of them flavors you can, even if it's like a tiny bit in a juice, I know it's in there. I can smell it a mile off. It's probably the only flavor I can pick out in any juice ever.
I'd rather have honeydew melon, but that's just me.
I suppose you like fucking Sicilian lemons from Sicily as well, don't you? You only like certain melon, do you?
Sicilian.
Well, honeydew melon is sweet and honey flavor, whereas watermelon is bloody red and just watery and horrible.
It's great. Gives you sticky lips.
Dear Fiona, I must say, Trevor was very impressed with your comment. I sent him a screenshot.
Oh yeah, about unicorn. Yeah, fair play, that, isn't it? You can't ask for more than that.
I didn't see. Didn't see that. But
No, she posted she had a problem with a mod. Was it a Mac mod? I think it was, right?
Yeah, the birds.
She had it about a year, and he's just going to send her a new mod out. I mean,
do you know what? The customer service you get from that company is superb. Absolutely superb.
Yeah, astonishing, man. I mean, fuck me, I couldn't even get a bubble glass from QP Vapes.
To be honest, I think that's the best way to be as well. I've always tried to run my business in a similar way. Like, I had one today, the Narada Pro. The guys had it 10 days, 14 days, and the screen has gone funny. He sent me a picture. I didn't even want it back. I just sent him another one. And I just think, you know, what's that really cost me in the grand? It doesn't happen often. It was obviously a genuine thing. And at the minute, with the Ronaroo, it takes a little while for the postage to come back, meter, then send it back to him. And I just think it's a nicer way to do business, and life is a lot less stressed.
Exactly. I mean, it's not going to bankrupt you, is it? And like you say, it's a one-off. It's not like it happens all the time. You know, if we had a customer and it's 2, 3, 4, 5 times they were doing it, then in the end it'd be like, well
you can normally tell, Mark. I've been doing this a long time. You can normally tell, who's trying to pull a fast one. I don't get many, to be honest. Most aren't, but the odd one does. And then, of course, I dig my old slingbacks in. Not that I wear them, of course. God, don't start that rumour. So, what am I vaping on? And 1 or 2 people in chat might not even know what they are. But anyway, moving on.
I'm gonna be brutally honest. You only said slingbacks then. Not a clue.
Like high-heeled ladies' shoes.
Okay.
Not with it.
So,
right. Whatever floats your boat, princess.
Jay Jerry, good evening, and Rob UK Vapester, good evening. Right, I'm on the Lamo with the emphasis on the Lamo on the head balance. I'm also still persevering with this dwarf. And today I set up, I've been meaning to do this one for a long, long time. You had one of these, Mark.
What is that, sir?
The Reload 26.
No, I never had one. No.
I haven't used it much yet, so I won't bull it up or condemn it or anything, but let's have a little vape. Initial thoughts are it's quite tight for a direct lung, quite reserved, but in a nice way. You get a lot of flavour.
By all accounts, it's not as good as the Zeus X, which
I don't know. Well, different anyway. They're mesh, really, aren't they? And these are
no, it weren't mesh. No,
what the Zeus
X? The original was coils.
Oh, the original. Well, I put some of this stuff in, which I hadn't tried before. Homeboy Punch. And I thought, oh God, I really don't like that. But
can I look at that? You'd be wearing snapbacks next. What are you?
It's your cotton.
But as Roy says, I tried that for the first time, and I really didn't like it. Really didn't like it at all.
It's the original.
It's got a weird flutter. And I rewicked it just before we came on with some Firebolt, and tastes completely different. Tastes a lot nicer. So I'm not going to condemn the juice either yet till I've tried it a bit more. But yeah, promising. Nice. I like the finish. All the Reload stuff is made well, isn't it? All finished nicely.
Well, you say that the original Reload RTA was the machining on it wasn't the best. That top cap was like fucking razor sharp, weren't it?
I don't think I ever had that. The Reload, when I started dealing with them, I purchased off them the Reload mouth to lung.
Oh yeah, so the OG was way before that. I think I've still got 3 of them.
Right. Somewhere. Yeah, but I've only experienced good machining and good quality, to be honest. And
the funny story: the original Reload they came out with, Mark, was made by a cloning company called Kindbright. They manufactured the original Reload, and they also manufactured about 90% of the clones that come out onto the market.
Yeah, well, I mean, you think some of the companies that, you know, come from clones, EH Pro, H Cigar, you know, you're now saying Reload, a lot of them do. And a lot of them are.
No, not Reload. Reload outsourced the machining to the company Canberra in China.
Yeah.
And then they obviously manufactured, I don't know,
Oh,
5,000 of them. And then went and manufactured 20,000 of their own clones because they had all the CADs and everything.
God. You do get a nice little screwdriver with it, mate. Oh, nice little one. Aluminium and everything. So that's nice.
How does that screwdriver? Does it vape all right, the screwdriver? Yeah.
Tight, if I'm honest.
Exactly. I couldn't give a shit what they put in the accessories.
Oh,
that sounded a right grumpy old bastard then.
Grumpy old Victor's turned up. Victor fell through. I don't believe. When are you going to start saying I don't believe it?
I don't believe it.
So I noticed, Mark, true to your word, you've been doing a few reviews. What have you done lately? I did have a look. You've done the Freemax Maxus today, haven't you?
Yeah, I haven't got a lot of stuff in, Mark. So I'm struggling at the moment. I did get
the Vertex, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did the Vertex, but I got. In fact, I've got to get it to show you because it's absolutely fantastic. From Bandivape. So I think this is just a reviewer only kit, but it's basically everything you're going to get with the. So it's the Jackaroo pod kit. Comes with a nice.
Oh right, yeah.
But it's basically everything, all the accessories and everything you can get with the Jackaroo. So you got the RBA, the normal pods, some drip tips, all the different coils that they do.
Very nice.
Don't they put some different covers on the Jackaroo that you can't normally get or something? Is that right?
No.
It
just comes in different. It's basically just a little. What I am surprised about, the only thing I'm surprised is there's not a 510 adapter in there. But yeah, they sent that over, so that'll be a decent review to do. But like I say, I'm really struggling. I've got basically fucking nothing.
Can I just say, Mark? You've had a message sent to you offering you the Mongrel for review, and you haven't responded back. You haven't responded back to the person.
Who was that off?
Sim.
You're a bit echoey, Roy.
Oh, Simsig.
Yeah.
Was that on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know them? Do you?
Yes.
Oh, we got the bouncing ping pong ball again.
All right, I'll have a butcher's and get back to him.
He's actually in. Is that any better now, Mark? Am I less echoey?
Yeah, a little.
Say that again.
Am I less echoey now?
Yes, you are. Yeah. You just.
He's in chat. TBP.
What's his name?
Keith Simmons.
Keith Simmons. All right, yeah, I'll get back to him. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff in Mark.
Wait, Eric Simmons, not Keith.
Plus, China are going on. They're going on the New Year's break. I don't know if are they already on it now.
I think they're pretty on it, aren't they?
Yeah, so that'll be another 3 week without fucking 3 or 4 weeks without now coming in. So I'm in the shit basically. So I'm gonna have to.
Well, there's not a lot new at the minute, Mark. I don't think. You know, but I was looking today, funnily enough, because you know, Brent, no one's asked. I feel quite tearful, but I haven't been very well, and I'm still actually not. But I'm a lot better than I was. A lot better. But,
excuse me. Pause, rewind. What was the first question I asked you tonight?
You did, to be fair, but
I'm pretty sure it was the first question I asked him as well.
I've had time just to sit there and be like unemployed a bit and watch some videos, and I've had a look through. I'm going to read through a few. Mark, you've done the Freemax Maxus and the Vertex. Talk about the Vertex. Is it as good as the? I suppose it's not. You're not using it tonight, are you?
As good as what?
The Lamo.
Sorry,
the Lamo.
So I said it was probably on a par, but the Lamo probably just edges it flavour wise. It's up there with the Nevermore and Lamo. Let's put it that way. Very, very good art. Yeah, very good art. I just hated that centre disc situation. Pissed me off.
Yeah, that was a bit funny, wasn't it? Yeah. And that,
I like my patience is paper thin for stuff like that, which doesn't do what it's supposed to do. I just get aggravated and irritated with it. So yeah, just could have been done better.
yeah. Kieran, he's AVC. He's just done the Nevermore. Haven't watched that yet, Kieran. You're in chat, I think, so but I will do. And he's just done the Claymore by Yuck Vape. It is
Yacht Vape, yeah.
Yuck.
Yacht.
No, it's Yuck.
It's Yacht Vape.
No,
Oh, Yuck Vape. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, I'll give
it's,
you that.
Yuck. It's definitely Yuck Vape.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of this, are you?
And MF, he's just done the Yuck Vape as well, the RDA, the Claymore. Jackson, Mark Jackson, he's done the True Juice. That was a nice review. He's doing, I think he's going to have his own slant on reviews, which is nice. There's a lot of samey reviewers out there, and I think Mark is going to have his own little slant on things, which I think is good. Net Vapor did a clone. He did the YFTK Flashy Vapor. Obviously, TVP is making a comeback, everybody, isn't it?
I don't. Can you even call it a comeback? Like, you know, we're doing one review a month at this rate.
And Roy, you've done Voopoo Drag 3, a juice review, and a pod review, haven't you? Done 3 in a week.
I've bought the Drag 3. I bought it about a week ago on pre-order, and it's still not fucking arrived yet. I bought that and the QP. What's that new RTA? The ice. What's the new QP RTA? Isolator. Some shit like that.
I don't know.
I can't remember the name of it. Violator. That's the one.
I've done the EQ filter, the Drag 3, the Juice review, and also the Anakin Senses Find F.
Oh, I missed one. I missed the Anakin.
Go on then, right?
Because I had it out, and then we got told off for putting it out too early because it was only released on Monday. So then I had to hide it and then re-unhide it on Monday.
What, the Drag?
No, the Anakin Senses Find F.
God, I wouldn't have thought Anakin would have been sensitive over any of their products.
Well, it could be worse. I mean, you could be like the first person on YouTube to review the Abyss and get everything about and forget everything about it, like, or just not research it and do
not
a half-assed review.
With just, it beforehand.
Just spitballing.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You don't want to.
Okay. Rob, UK Vapes Day, he's reviewed the Lamo. He did a cracking review. Thank you, Rob, of the Lamo. I thought it was really good. And the Smock TFV 18. And Richard Vick, he did the Lamo as well, and the Vertex. So really, you look at other people, Mark, they're not doing much more than you. There isn't a lot out there. And Dean Devil Vapor, he did the Voopoo Drag X, E-Leaf iStick T80, and the Smock IPX 80. That's pretty much what I've seen out of the people I wanted to watch. And if I haven't watched someone who's in chat who's a reviewer, I apologise. But that's mainly the kind of list that I brought up. So is there anything that is coming out there, Mark, that you think I fancy? I mean, I think the Mongrel will be...
Well, there's a few things. That's why I bought the Violator, because I really like the look of it. Expensive, like. And big shout out to David Adair, who did help me out with that. The Drag 3, which I bought that because I just think it looks fantastic. I think it looks really, really nice. Nice mod. Yeah, Roy's got it there. I didn't get it. I got mine in black, though, because I think that I hate that blue. It looks like 80s Levi denim, doesn't it?
That looks a bit paranormal.
I had the choice of any color I wanted, and I got it at a good price as well. So
this is what I mean, Mark. It looks very DNA-esque, that type of thing. I think the only thing that I think they missed a trick on with her was making it a C-frame mod and having a pull-off back. I think that would have been spectacular. But yeah, other than that, nothing really. Listen, I said in the review today, I'm irritated. I'm irritated at the moment with some people. That's all I'm going to say on that. But I just think, I don't know, people have got short memories of things I've done for them and stuff like that, and a little bit of help along the way wouldn't go amiss. I want to give a massive shout out to Kieran AVC, by the way, brother, who did drop me a message on Instagram and offered to send me a tank for review. So thank you. Much appreciated. Didn't take him off on the offer, like, because I just didn't. But thank you, Kieran. Much appreciated. So, but other than that, Mark, nothing new that's took me fancy at the moment.
Kieran's a top man. He sent me the roulette. I only mentioned it one week that I fancied giving it a go, and he didn't like it, I don't think, so he sent it to me. And
well, he is. Listen, me and Kieran probably didn't get on when he first come on the scene, but cracking lad, cracking fella, really nice bloke, does cracking reviews, as kind as you like, generous. So yeah, I've not got a bad word to say about him. You know what I mean?
No, me neither. So I don't think there is, like you say, they're all gone on holiday. I don't think there is an awful lot coming up that I've seen that not interests me. There's a lot of like pods.
It's all samey. It's all these pod mods, not to blow my own trumpet or anything, but I did predict 12 months ago, 18 months ago, that side-by-side mods were going to be the next big thing. And fuck me, are they just? It's like every other company is bringing out a side-by-side mod at the moment.
I loved them to start with, but now, like you say, there's side mods everywhere, side-by-side mods everywhere. But that was what I almost kept pushing the companies to do it. You ought to read some messages I sent. Just make a side-by-side mod, will you? A nice one.
Yeah, no, it's every week. There's 2 or 3 more side-by-side mods, which again, you know, and listen, you can't blame China for jumping on these crazes. They did it with pods. They did it with with mesh. So they're going to do it with side-by-side mods, but it gets a bit samey, doesn't it? There's only so much you can do with a side-by-side mod. Let's face it.
So
I mean, what's going to be next, Mark? Is it going to be a dual 21700 side-by-side mod? Like, I can see it coming.
Yeah, well, it'll come, won't it? I thought what was going to come next was a vertical mesh RDA, but clearly it wasn't. We Mona's got the same old samey. You bring out something new and it's a faff.
That's the one, yeah.
But there you go.
But I have to say, Mark, that's the coil adapter.
Yeah.
On that little Nest pot, it's really good.
You like it?
I like it.
Yeah, I haven't actioned on that yet because I just wondered whether people would embrace it. I'd have to order 1,000, so I didn't know. But anyway, I'll think on that. I haven't dismissed it totally. Perhaps you'll do a review, Roy, and something because
I didn't know if you wanted me to do a review on it or not.
You can do. You can just say how it is that I sent it to you as a gift. To try out, and here it is. It's not available yet, but what do you think?
I will do that. Yeah. I shall definitely do that.
That'd be good.
Hang on. Are you going to like finger each other's bums now? What, and smell it? Like, what's going on here? What is this? What is this bum fest here?
What is this?
What's going on here?
It's not your birthday, Mark. Just shut up.
You're going to come into some money, Mark? Or you get itchy fingers?
Never.
Oh dear. No,
it's just the wee inserts. You know the coil inserts, the Nest, where you put the mesh into.
I'm not interested now, Roy. I couldn't give a monkeys.
You see, the problem was, Mark.
Changing subject then. Mr. Naturevape, when the hell are you getting this strawberry custard 50-50 in?
No, we'll go on to that in a minute if you like. The problem was, Mark, I thought it was Roy's birthday and it wasn't. Now, I knew it was your birthday, and I've got that wrong as well because I forgot, and I did mean to do something.
You know, I was waiting outside the letterbox like my birthday morning, like from Mark here. So I'm gonna get a big box of cards or something like wait me and then it got to 5 p.m. I'm like fucking Oliver Twist.
Well, I am quite good at belated presents, so don't worry.
Michelle bought me that just for so much with me doing with the kids and everything else, and she said it was a gift. So Mark took that. He thought that meant that it was my birthday, and gift wrapped it and all and everything else, and then stuck in a wee present of a Nest insert so you can actually use proper coils.
Oh, and you were lucky. Steve at SR Vapes, there was something he didn't have and I did, and he said, would I wholesale some to him? So I said, yeah, of course I will, Steve, not a problem. And he'd done something. Every time I got anything from Steve, he kept putting all this packaging in it and getting rid of his old shit on me. So I said to Tina, we'll go and get those little glittery things, you know, that you have at a wedding that you throw them and they just absolutely go everywhere, those tiny little. So, of course, we we laid the first layer down, sprinkled a load of them in, and the second layer sprinkled another load in. He reckons he was picking up these glittery things for weeks to how much he hoovered.
Glitter is the worst, mate. It gets you still be picking it up 12 months later. It's horrific. That's the best thing to do is glitter bomb someone, Mark.
Glitter bomb.
Don't ever glitter bomb me, by the way. I will get in my car and drive to your fucking backstick country.
Okay, that's your birthday present. A blowpipe through the letterbox. Just glitter. You're not. Oh dear. I haven't been looking at chat. Well, there's nothing new there, is there? Gazy Cover Songs has got a question for you, Mark. I'll put it on. You'll see it then. What's going on with the RTA, bud? Is it still on the cards?
Okay, it looks like a male model there, doesn't it? Go ahead, lads. Yeah, it's still on the cards. We're just obviously trying to shut down now, so it's still on the cards. Listen, it's quite a slow process, as we all know. So yeah, it's coming.
You won't hear a lot now, will you, till they get back?
No, it's coming. Patience, Padawan.
Patience. Rocking the Berserker V2 Mini on the Easy mod, Graham Mavely. Nice little setup, I think. I think you need a Lamo, though, to be fair.
Lamo.
A Lamo, or could get one of them as well. Michelle, Naturevape. I've been eyeing up the Dot Mod SE on your site. Boredom is bad for my bank. Well, I've had this thing going for weeks and months. I mean, look at the state of this. You can always tell when you've been using something, can't you? State at the bottom of that.
Mark, she's got the see-through Dot Mod downstairs, and she very rarely uses it.
Really?
Yeah.
Save your money, Michelle. You clearly don't need it.
Too much fucking money, you two, right, Michelle?
And she ended up buying me. She ended up buying me that. I might put the right way up.
What is that?
Signifying anything?
It's a paracord bracelet, but it's got my old army regiment's crest on it, the UDR crest.
Oh, that's nice, that right? It's very nice and comfortable. It looks like shoelaces.
Paracord is shoelaces, basically, but it's a lot stronger.
Oh.
Parastrict cord.
Another question for you, Mark. Why not review your stealth vape mods?
Yeah, I mean, I could do, but they're a bit battered now, and plus they've got my old logo on as well. Like peasant.
Peasant.
I might see if Rob can make me give me some new doors with my new logo on. I think, but yeah, I could do that.
I think Michelle's got a window shopping head on. She likes a census kit now. Well, I think you've got some new vape stuff coming to your household soon, Roy. So where is Laurie tonight? Now she's a spanner and she's not here.
No, she's not in.
How about it? Oh, and hopefully my microphone is louder tonight.
Oh, look at Daniel there. Daniel's a spanner. He couldn't even fucking spell your name. Naturevape. Nice retraction there, Daniel. Naturevape. Who's that?
Most people try and put an S on it. Naturevapes. Is that Naturevapes? Simon62. I've got the Mongrel Mark review out next week. I think that looks, I haven't tried one, but the Mongrel, if I was tempted to buy an RDA at the moment, I think I would buy that one, personally.
Yeah, someone posted in the group about it about a few days back, and it does look quite nice, actually.
Right. Oh, Iggy's forgot the football's on, so he's off. See, Iggy.
I've got it on in me. I can hear it.
Yeah, they're watching it. Man United and who?
West Ham.
West Ham, mate.
West Ham.
I'm forever blowing bubbles.
Here, Mr. Naturevape, do you ever feel left out that all the questions are to this person up here?
Oh, I don't mind.
Daniel says, my mother is saying hello to you. Be nice. Hello, Daniel's mother.
Hi, Daniel's mother.
I must say hello to Daniel's mother, otherwise I'll be in massive trouble. Mark!
I was just adjusting my jumper, like.
God, really?
The size of his.
Hello, Daniel's mother.
I thought I had underboob.
Oh dear.
Oh, that was a stern telling off, that, weren't it? Mark.
Did you get that when you were younger? Mark.
I just used to get a slap round the head.
You think the thing is, you can't abbreviate Mark, can you? But it's like if your name was David, you'd probably be called Dave around the house. Dave, your cup of tea. And when you're naughty, it'd be a definite David, wouldn't it? Really would.
Well, Mark, ask Michelle how she abbreviates Roy.
Dick. Oh no, that's Richard. Go on, how'd she abbreviate Roy?
Oi.
Oi.
Oi, oi. What's the point?
Oh, yeah. I suppose that's quite good, yeah. Yeah, I suppose that's quite good. Oi. Normally mouth.
Are you lads on the Abyss hype train or not? Listen, I'll say this about the Abyss, taking away the one review or partial review that I've seen. It looks a decent bit of kit. Slightly too expensive for my taste, but it does look a decent bit of kit. For what it does everything. It takes all the batteries, billet box bridges, rebuildables, everything. It does everything. So it does look quite a bit.
I did see somebody comment, for the price of it, you probably could buy all the other bits of kit together.
You probably could, but it's just convenient to have it all in one, isn't it?
But is it? Because it's all in different bags, and then trying to keep it all together, you're going to lose bits and drop bits, and
yeah, but you're not going to like be out and about and go, oh, I don't fancy vaping this now. I want to put a billet box bridge in. You're not going to do that, are you? You're going to wait until you get in, and then all your shit's at home. So I think it's a good idea.
Gazy wants to know if you ever worked out why there was a turd in Saturday.
I didn't, because Saturday's like the best day. It shouldn't have a turd in.
It's only banter on it. I seem to remember that.
Yeah, Monday should have turd in.
Because I think I asked you, what about Scunthorpe, didn't I?
You did. Best not go into that on this channel.
We'll leave Scunthorpe alone. They're not even playing football tonight, are they?
I can tell you why that word's in Scunthorpe, if you like. Have you ever been to Scunthorpe?
I think they could have put it at a different place to Scunthorpe. Oh dear. Apparently it's not much of a game, apparently. Look at the chat. And right, that was your message back. Okay. I caught up on chat. Excellent. For the second time tonight, and probably only time. Yeah, Mark, earlier on, I'm curious because I'm going to be snouty and nosy. You alluded to the fact you were disappointed that people have got short memories. Are you talking about manufacturers?
No, not manufacturers so much. I think there's. I don't know. I'm
just say it. I'll give you a license. Say it.
I'm starting to think there's a conspiracy against me. Like people have been maybe messaging manufacturers and stuff. But I also think there's a few peers in the industry, not friends, peers that I really helped along the way. Introduced them to manufacturers, introduced them to companies, got the foot in the door and stuff like that.
Right.
And it all seems to be forgotten now. Now that I'm struggling a bit, it seems to be forgotten. And it does sound a little bit bitter, doesn't it? But listen, if these people did say, look, let me send you this and this, I probably would say no, but it's just nice to know you've got the offers of help out there, which I've had none. Well, I say none. Very, very, very few. And it's just disappointing. No. I was trying to think of the saying today on the beach about be careful on your way up. What is that saying?
Down. You'll meet him on the way down.
You'll meet him on the way down. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, it's just annoying. It's irritated me that some of these people have very, very short memories. And I'm not gonna name these people, but I know for a fact there probably will come a time when I do say something personally to them. But listen, it's just bugged me, Mark, bugged me because do you think I went out of my way to do this for these people, put myself out there with the companies that I have relationships with.
Mm.
And put my faith in these people, reviewers, and said, there you go.
Mark, you're a loyal person. I remember when you released you told Blitz that no one was getting it until 2 weeks after I got it. Which that was massive to me. And, you know, you don't forget things like that. And, you know, that's why I think you said, I'm surprised you'll even want me on your show at the minute as well, when you were Mr. Unpopular. But I don't forget. And who else has done that for me? Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's a disappointing thing. Like, you know, a few of these people should be saying, well, who else has done that for me apart from Mark, or maybe one or two. But, you know, listen, it is what it is. I'm coming across a bit bitter, but it's disappointing. That's what I'll say. I'm not bitter. I'm just disappointed.
So I take it they don't drink in the South Bar. They are definitely.
They definitely won't be drinking in the South Bar anymore. They can fuck off to the North Bar if I'm in the South Bar.
With a pick and mix. Okay. Wouldn't it be great one night if we all met up and there was a North and South Bar? How good would that be?
Yeah. Seriously, walking in the South Bar. Off you pop.
No,
never mind the North and South Bar.
You can't come in here in your grandmother's jumper. You can get in the North Bar.
It's fun at Expo whenever you've got two circles sitting outside.
And Chris Holmes says that his lad plays for Scunny Juniors. Grim place. So there you go. Must always be careful what you're rude about, I guess.
It is a grim place. Do you remember that show on well, they did a few seasons on Channel 5 about you know, Benefit Britain and stuff like that, and they were proper in the slums. I think Scunny was one of the places they visited there. It's proper grim.
Was that? I've never been to Scunthorpe. Never been. Do they have a Waitrose at Scunthorpe, Mark?
Ooh, I would hazard a guess that no. You'd be lucky if they got a fucking Tesco, mate. It's all Aldi and Lidl, I think.
I actually like Aldi. I think they're good.
Super Saver. Do you remember Super Saver?
Super Saver. And I mean, my opinion here, I don't know how you see it, Roy, but from the outside looking in, you might feel, Mark, you're struggling. You don't appear to be struggling. I don't think no one perceives you as struggling. That's why we all laugh. Do you, Roy?
Well, I can see over the years I've seen the change in Mark from being the bullshit, no nonsense reviewer to the sort of, it became a little bit of a serious reviewer with the absolute classic build shots to the, it won't mind me saying this, but no, Mark knows I just say things straight up anyway, to the shit stirring twat that he can be, to the vulnerable,
Roy, hang on.
To the very vulnerable.
You want me to mute him at any time, Mark? Okay. Sorry, go on.
No, I agree with you, Roy.
Vulnerable realist to the point where the amount of crap that the guy went through for a bit of internet fun, to put it
bear
that
poking
way, to the real shit that he had to go through, and then sort of to the point where he gave it up to he's coming back now, and you can see it in it. There's, whether he wants to admit it or not, there's the nerves of he doesn't want to fail.
No, he wants to fail. No one wants to. Listen, I don't think I'm going to fail, right? But I am scared of failure. Don't get me wrong. I'm scared of failure.
Yeah.
But it's like I said. It's not. It's just the offer, like the offer of help from people that you've helped massively. Let's not underestimate that massively along the way. It's been sorely lacking, which is disappointing. But it also speaks volumes as well. It speaks absolute volumes. So when I don't fail and when I do succeed, because I'm not going to do something without trying my best to succeed, it won't be forgotten. It won't be forgotten. And
I mean, you said about meeting people on the way down. They're fair weather friends, Mark. That's all they are. And we all have those people in life, you know, and it's like you live in a village, you move somewhere else. Who stays in contact with you? If they're the proper friends, aren't they?
Your mum, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Mark's one of the very few people I would do absolutely anything for.
Mm.
If Mark being honest, if Mark came to me and says, I need a left hand, can I have yours? I'd cut it off and send him it.
Yeah, I know, absolutely right. I feel the same. Like
I wouldn't give you my right hand though.
Not to blow smoke or anything, but we've known each other a long time. You know what I mean? We've been through a lot of shit. So yeah, it is what it is.
Well, Mark Jackson says you're the best reviewer in the UK, and Daniel seconds that. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Right, where's Daniel's spanner?
And I totally agree with what.
Shall I just put a comment in chat so you can span him out? Yeah.
Totally agree with Scooby. TVP is the biggest, most lovable dickhead they've ever known, and I wouldn't want him any other way. You wouldn't want Mark any other way.
Oh, thank you, Kieran. Thank you, man. And I would 100% buy you a beer as well, man. It'd be good to have a chinwag next time we meet up. Definitely.
I'll put
I feel like I missed out last time because I was a little bit spiteful towards you for some reason. So I do feel like we missed out, but definitely we will have that beer.
I think that was instigated by other parties at the time, Mark. To be fair, and I don't think. You know,
fuck me, I'm still on top chat. What a cunt. Sorry.
Mark in Scunthorpe.
I mean, what a Scunthorpe. I'm still on top chat.
What a Scunthorpe that is. Oh dear. TVP have always been keep at it. Yep, there you go. See, you got a lot of support, Mark. And I think part of the charm of you, from my point of view, there's a lot of traits in you that I like, but one of them is your kind of unpredictability. You know, and I think you've got to have that in a way, haven't you? As long as you don't let it
to a limit, to a certain
as long as you don't let it fall in that sea you were walking beside.
Yeah, I mean, there's levels of unpredictability in there. I think I got to the fucking top tier of unpredictability at one point.
Yeah.
I guess that's why a lot of people tuned in as well, because I could literally do and say anything at any time, which, you know, it makes for good viewing, I guess. But, you know, for the long term, it's not good.
That's your TVP side, but your Mark side, your Mark Roberts side, is got to be one of the nicest, down to earth people, shy people I've ever met.
Yeah, and I guess I'm trying to blend the two together now instead of just being one. I'm trying to blend the two together, so, you know, tone it down and still be a little bit unpredictable. You'll
still keep your voice. You'll still keep your opinions. They'll still come out. Of course, they will. But you know,
I think Michelle's the biggest advocate for that, because whenever Michelle and I got together and everything else, and I always used to rave about TVP and Mark, and Michelle goes, "Don't like him." I says, "Why not?" Don't like the way he comes across. I says, "Give the guy a chance." I said, "Meet the guy in person and then tell me your thoughts." So she met him at Expo, had a chat with him and everything else, and she came away after about 10-minute chat and went, "God, you're right."
You got to think. A lot of people think, well, I don't think you watch someone on YouTube and you might go, "Oh, he's a bit of a dickhead. I'm not fucking into that." And then, I've been guilty of this. And you meet him in real life, and you come away thinking, "Fucking what a top geezer, or what a top bird she is, man. She's like wonderful, wonderful person." Sure. And it doesn't always come across on video. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't come across that you're that kind of person.
I think it can work the other way around as well, can't it? Never meet you here.
Oh, it can. It can definitely work the other way around. You see somebody in video and think, "Oh, they're class," and then you meet them in person, you go, "What a dick."
Yeah.
I've only ever had one person call me a cock in real life, and it was the very first expo I went to, right? And I was talking to Mike Vapes at the time and a couple of other people. And this geezer come up to me. He had 2 pints in his hand, and he's like, "Oh, TVP, what are you saying, son?" Like, just butting in, and I was like, "Fuck off, you melt. Can you not say I'm talking to someone here?" And he called me a cock.
Did he?
I found it so rude. Like, you know, you're having a conversation with someone and they just barge in like, "Whoa, what's happening, TVP? What are you saying, son?"
Were you taken back, Mark, by his comment?
What's a little bit? I was just like, "Where you cock?"
Right, bud.
Be funny if he was in chat now, wouldn't it? That was me.
That was me, Mark. I didn't mean it. I was drunk.
I know you now. I like it. I was pissed.
I was just a bit tipsy.
The devil's in the house.
Dean Devil Vapor, how are you? You got a mention earlier, Dean. I was talking about your reviews. Vape, Voopoo Drag, sorry. Voopoo Drag XE, Live, Ice Stick, and Smock.
Have you got all that written down?
I have, because I made some little notes.
Have you made show notes?
Sorry?
Have you made show notes?
No, they're not notes. They're just, because I can't remember everything that everyone reviews. So I thought if I write it down, I didn't have to write Yuck Vape down. That was inspired from me. Oh, dear.
I know what you mean, Daniel. The very first time I met Naturevape, and they do say don't meet your heroes. And I always said, and I've always advocated, he's the nicest man in vaping, but I met him in real life. What a dick. God, Bennett. Get a few beers down him. Gobshite.
I was. But we had a great night, I thought. I enjoyed it.
Naturevape, can I just ask you, did he give you his room number?
We didn't. Did we? Yeah, we did stay the night. Yeah, we did. To be honest, I couldn't
He's
even.
lucky he didn't get my room number. Like,
I couldn't.
Do you not know who I am?
The sun.
Remember that trying to get a drink at Last Orders? I swear this is a true story, Mark. Last Orders, right? They called Last Orders at the bar. So I'm arguing with this girl, like, and I slipped her a business card. I went, "Do you not know who I am?"
And then goes,
joking,
and everything.
Joking. I was obviously messing about for shits and giggles, but she served us.
Did she? You see, I said to the woman, I took a pint, her first pint of it, and I said, "Oh, I'll tell you what, I don't know who looks after your beer lines." I said, "But I know a good pint when I drink one." I said, "And whoever's doing it is doing a good job." She said, "Oh, that's me." Like this. Well, I can do what I like from there on in. Yeah, you can vape as long as you don't blow a lot of cloud everywhere. You can vape in the bar. You're all right, you know. And she was like brand new towards me.
The second expo we went to, that same hotel, Mark, they called the police 3 times on us.
Yeah, I went there then. See,
three fucking times. But we was, in fairness, we were out till 5 a.m. drinking. Tonight, you know.
And their problem was.
Again, but you know who I am.
Last May, or not last May, May before, that manager was just an absolute complete dick. Everybody stand at the front door, he just kept going, moving everybody every 5 minutes. Move.
I stayed in a hotel once. That was on a tour, cricket tour actually, and we were all playing cards and playing pound coins. I think it was 3 cards.
Can't do that.
Sorry?
Can't do that. You can't gamble.
No, well, that's what this bloke said, but he didn't ask us in a nice way. He just came and snapped at us and told us there was no gambling on the premises,
Yeah, they're getting a lot of shit for that, you know. I've been told that before.
So I said, right, he got a box of matches, please. I said, sorry. And he gave me a box of matches. I said, right, each match is £1. And I dished them round to everyone, you see, and they all put the money in the pot. So it was all there. And we carried on playing with matchsticks. He said, I told you, boys, you weren't allowed to gamble. I said, we're playing for matchsticks. Look, he said, I'll call the police. I think I said, whatever you want. Do whatever you got to do.
All the police were playing for your matches.
Yeah, and he called the police. And I said, what is the bloke's problem? I said, we're playing with matchsticks. So obviously the police didn't do anything.
He'd already seen you with the pound coins, or that was if you'd have started with matches. Then
well, I think he overheard us.
You'd have been like, "We'll just play for fun matches." Like,
yeah, yeah, he was a horrible bloke. Horrible bloke. There you go. I think I said I'd put maggots in his bread bin the next morning if he reached out.
Huh? The nicest guy vaping people, right there. Maggots in your bread bin.
Well, if the cat fit,
the mask is slipping, people. The mask is slipping.
I never said I was angelic, Mark. I never did say I was angelic. I love a laugh, as you well know. But yeah, I try and treat others how I'd like to be treated. That's probably what I do. Serves me all right.
Yeah, that was my trouble. I spent a lot of years not living by that motto and not really giving a toss, and it kind of backfires. So yeah, treat people as you would like to be treated.
I think that's a fair way. I give everyone a chance, and until something's done to me that I don't agree with, well then you know, they better look out for the return fire because it's going to come, always will. I think that's fair enough. Fair enough. Eric Simmons, Naturevape used one for months, not used anything else really. Good for squonking. I don't know what he means.
He's on about the mongrel.
Oh, I didn't think it had been out for months. How long's that been out for then?
Who makes the mongrel, by the way?
It is. I can't remember.
Hang on. You both call yourself fucking reviewers. Who makes the mongrel?
It's not a Dovpo one, is it?
You pair of melts. God, I'll ask him. Who makes the mongrel, chat?
Mongrel.
Damn vape.
Damn vape.
Right, I have to look it up.
I haven't got it, so I don't know.
And I ain't got it either.
Edward, you call yourself a reviewer as well, and you don't know. And you've got.
I'm a new reviewer. I'm a noob.
You've got 20k subs versus my 600.
Yeah, no, we're starting from scratch now. I've got 8 subs.
8. Full time on the football, 0-0. Yeah, that's a waste of everyone's time.
We've got extra time.
I've gained exactly 8 subs since I come back, so I'm an 8 sub reviewer now. I'm even worse than I don't know.
I think it's harder to get reviewers now.
Reviewers
to get subs now. Mine ain't gone up a lot lately at all.
Congratulations, Roy, on getting 600. By the way, did say that.
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats, man. I know it's been a long old fucking slog, hasn't it? You should be on 1,000 by now. Everyone go subscribe to Roy, man. Come on.
Yeah, if you're looking for an up and coming young reviewer,
only
just turn 40. Go and subscribe to Mark.
No, you said young.
I'm 50 this year.
I know. I'm older than both of you. Boo.
I'll tell you what, it was nice getting out today for a bit of fresh air. I'll tell you. This lockdown, especially since I've been working from home, I never leave the house. And I think that's made me feel like shit.
I think you're right.
Fatigued, like sleeping constantly, just feeling rubbish and shit. And
yeah, it's a joy now.
Yeah, just nice to get out for some fresh air, man. Have a bit of a drive.
Yeah. I can't wait, to be honest. We never go far anyway, to be fair, but a trip to the, like you say, the coast, go and walk on the beach, just mundane stuff, isn't it, really? Naturevape, are you getting any more K-Fun? I don't stock K-Funs, I stock Ed Zachary's.
He does not stock K-Funs. Ed Zachary's.
Possibly and probably.
Are you going to be stocking the new Ed Zachary?
Well, I think so, yeah. As long as it's plain. I don't want any writing on it at all.
My next question, can I have a new Ed Zachary?
Yeah, as long as you blow the candle out. So, again, Mark, I'll spin this back to you. You've started a membership now on your site as well.
I have, yeah.
How's that worked out for you?
Do you know, I think I've got 29 members.
Right.
I think most of them are on the 199 tier, which absolutely fine. You know, I couldn't give a monkey's which one they go for, to be honest. But yeah, I'm happy, really, really happy. I think, like I said in the review today, even if it pays for a tank a month, an RTA a month, just while I get back on my feet, that's what it's all about, isn't it? And just because I think YouTube take like 30% of it, so it's not life-changing money, people. We're talking 30, 40 quid a month here.
Yeah, but it will buy, like you say, buy an art. And
the reason I did it, Mark, and this is genuine, the reason I did it is because you can have like the cool little icons and cool little emojis, the custom emojis and stuff like that. So when you're in live chat, all the members can put like the cool emojis and shit in it. I just think it looks wicked. Like I've been in.
Oh, that. So
you do a live chat.
I've been in member in chats before, and members are putting all these cool icons in. I just think that looks sick, man. Like you got the logos and the little fuck pig and.
Maybe you do a live chat.
I will do a live again. I'll get round to it.
We'll have this on your channel one Tuesday, Mark, so I can come and sit and not read chat and just relax.
Or maybe you just come onto my channel on my show, Mark.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, let's do that.
I'm not hosting your show on my channel, am I?
No. Well, you know, people wouldn't mind if we spun off here for a Tuesday and went to you. Whatever suits, doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I just think it's cool, and I'm really appreciative that people have signed up to it. You know, it's not £2 a month. It's not mega money, and it just helps. Every little helps, doesn't it?
I said to it's Mark actually Jackson. I said, wouldn't it be refreshing if a reviewer said, I don't want any company to buy me anything. I will buy what I want to review and I'll review it and I'll sell it on eBay or what, probably can't know, but sell it in chat or something to fund my next product that I'm going to buy. Or do what you've done and do a membership. But I think you have to have so many subs to do a membership, don't you?
I think it's 10,000.
Yeah, that's possibly why Roy and I can't have a membership channel in it, Roy.
Don't quote me on that. I just think off the top of my head, it's maybe 10,000, something like that.
But wouldn't that be good? Don't you think? Because then he can.
Well, that's what Jay Hayes does. Jay Hayes makes so much money from. He makes about $10,000-15,000 a month from his Patreon, his memberships, everything like that. So he pretty much buys whatever he wants. He doesn't, because obviously companies don't send him anything. He buys whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, fair play to the guy, man. You know what I mean? Can't knock that, can you?
No, you can't. But that way, it is a completely impartial review. And I don't think being paid for a review, whether it's a queue jump or whether it's an outright backhander for reviewing their product or whatever it is, I don't think that can be impartial. I never have thought that.
Well, I would never.
I don't know. I think queue jumps are absolutely fine. I did a couple myself back, only 2. But I think queue jumps are absolutely fine. Listen, if you've got a queue of 15 items, you know, you're looking at 2 to 3 weeks there. If somebody wants their item done on a specific date, then I'm sorry, you pay to play.
I can see
a lot of these companies now, Mark, will turn around and say to you, look, we want this review on this specific date. They'll say, like, I don't know, the 21st of February. It's got to be out by that date. So you're like, okay, well, that's going to cost you because I've got all this shit in front.
Yeah. I have had companies ask me how much I charge. Nothing. I never have.
I get that all the time. What's your fee? No fee.
Yeah, I never have charged. Never would.
What I used to say was no fee, but all I ask is if it's a sub-on tank, please send 2 because I can't vape.
Yeah.
To clean it out and then review because that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And if it's an RTA, send 2. If it's a mod, you know, just send 1. But
just send 5.
And no, any tanks, RDAs, or
yeah, I agree with you.
Send 2.
Yeah.
I've had a couple ask me, you know, what do you charge? And again, it's not, don't charge anything.
Well, I mean, I could charge 25 quid a juice, couldn't I? And just do 2, but we pay for 3. It's like,
yeah, you good.
Yeah. The unpredictable.
But I did a watermark anyway. It's you know, even if a company has sent me something, if they've sent me it and it's shit, I'll still say it's shit. I'm not worried if they're going to not send me anything, if they won't send me anything ever again. It doesn't bother me because I'm not going to try and tell somebody something that's, oh, this is fantastic. It's the best thing ever since the last best ever thing, and it'll only be beaten by the next best ever.
I just think, as I said earlier, I think there's some kind of conspiracy going on. I think people or a certain person has been in a lot of companies' ears at the moment because I've not had no one contact me, not one, which I find very, very odd. Very odd. Even when I was quitting, when I was jacked in, I used to get 3 or 4 emails a week still. So, who scored?
1-0. McTominay got it in.
You got the same email, haven't you, Mark? So
same email, yeah.
Just because you've moved address, but I mean, I haven't had a lot of people contact me. You know, nothing like normal. So it makes me wonder if there's much stuff coming through.
I just take it as a compliment, me, Mark, because I'm still living rent-free in people's heads. It's like, come on.
Rent-free?
Like, have you got that much time on your hands that you can like do stuff like that? It's pathetic. But Listen.
Kieran wants to know if do we all get a birthday present from Naturevape? You have to feature on the show on a regular basis, Kieran, and not be asked and not turn up. Mm-hmm.
Well, I featured on a regular basis, and you know what I got? Sweet affair, baby.
He still didn't get nothing.
Sweet affair.
I got mine 10 months early.
Yeah, well, I ain't got to worry about you in 10 months, so it's okay.
You know, that coil deal now is the money's just gone up there. The fee's just gone up, Mark, to be showing your coils off. Double it.
I get my FP commenting on Mark's stuff. What's that mean? If I missed it, I get my FP. Oh, I see. Yeah. The emoji. Talking about the emojis that from your membership.
Kieran said, "What can we get paid?" No one told me this. You got to ask the big boys, Kieran, because we ain't got a clue, man.
Has he never been offered? I can't believe that.
Everyone's been offered at some point. What's your fee?
Yeah, I mean, I've had it quite a lot. And I like you, Mark, I normally say, if it's something I potentially want to stock, I'll normally say, look, send me 6 and I'll forward them on to reviewers that I think will do a good job for you. I said, so I'll pay the postage, I'll promote it for you. And normally, a bit like the Lamo, they sent me some extra ones, but I sent about as many out again out of my wallet, if you know what I mean. So, but it was a help, wasn't it? So,
no, of course it was, and I think the reviews that have been done, barring one, and it's the one I seen was Richard Vick. No slight on him, he wasn't a massive fan of it. He said it had banging flavour, but he wasn't a massive fan of the tank, which is fair enough. Not his bag, but every review I've seen apart from that has been glowing.
It has been glowing. I mean, he's his own man. He's got his own mind. That's fair enough. But I did think he didn't. It was weird. He said with the insert in, the peak insert inside, the flavour was too intense. So he took it out and the airflow funneled. Well, it will, because it's designed to be in there to stop that funneling, to focus the airflow on the coil. So that struck me as a bit odd. But the other thing that I'll just say it how it is. 1 or 2 people have said that with the airflow ring, you could have just put the holes there and turned the bottom airflow ring, and having these inserts is a bit of a gimmick. I understand that logic, but my answer to that is, I think, because we've all had tanks that you turn the airflow, and even if you're on, turn it to nothing at all, you can still vape through it. It's getting air through that ring, through round the sides. Even if it's O-ringed, it's still getting air through that ring. So I think by making just one airflow slot, that it can't go to anywhere else but in.
No, I agree. I think it was clever and well thought out as well. But on the flip side, I can kind of see what Richard meant by the tunneling. I can kind of see it, but for me, it really is a non-issue, because I've had tanks before, motor lung tanks especially, which tunnel horrendously, and you can tell as soon as you vape it. And I thought it was a little harsh on the tunneling on this. I don't think it's as bad as he made out. But listen, it's his opinion. That was his.
And the one thing with him, I do believe that was his opinion. There was no.
Yeah, of course.
Listen.
True. He's probably the one man on the planet I'd never doubt. I love Richard. So I got a lot of time for Rich, man. But I just think he was a little overcritical of the tunneling.
But do you not think if they had put the holes the whole way through, it would have made the airflow very complicated and a lot more turbulent? Whereas it's just machine.
It would have tunneled even more, because there's too much air coming in and too little air coming out. It would have tunneled even more. The fact they put one in,
it just means it's all focused, and they're bringing the airflow into the RTA, where exactly they wanted it to come into, and not coming from different angles.
That's what I believe anyway. You can sort of see that without thinking deeper into it. Why didn't they just make it so it turns 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole, 4 holes? And you think, it would have been logical, but it's not. That is a better way, the way they've done it, I think. And to be fair, once you know what, I like the one with 2 holes, and once you know which one suits you,
set and forget. But the thing is with this, the thing is, another semi-reason why they've done it is to try and be that little bit more high-end. And it really is. They want it to be that little bit more high-end, do something a little bit out of the box. And that's what they've done. And it's like, come on, you got to praise them for that. They could have just put an adjustable airflow ring on. It'd be like every other tank, but they didn't.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
and I praise that, mate. I praise that bravery and that to just do something that they wanted to do.
Yeah, I do think that
with next
needs addressing, though.
Exactly right. It bodes well for future projects. I'd love to see him do, a dual coil RTA next. I really would, because, going off this, yeah, I'm impressed.
But it speaks volumes. Nearly, well, everybody that I know that's got one or bought one still uses it daily.
Yeah.
Dude, the measure of a tank is how long I fucking use it.
Yeah. It's like, I've got the Nevermore sitting there, and Nevermore doesn't get a look in now. And like, how much I love my pod.
The tank will get binned tomorrow. The mod will go back in the box, and then it'll just be, if one of Becca's mates needs, a new mod, a starter kit or whatever, there you go. I've got that, but that'll never get used again after today. Even though it's good, very, very good, but it's a starter kit. What do I need with a starter kit?
You don't. I often give the starter kits away.
It's like that. The Anakin EQ filter. That is a fantastic pod for somebody coming straight off the smokes.
Is that the one with the rubber tip that you put in the top?
Filter tips.
It's supposed to be like smoking a cigarette.
Oh,
it is.
Replicate the feeling of a cigarette.
It does. It actually does replicate it, but it's not as restrictive because it's got a hole down the middle. But if you want it to be more restrictive, you can put an insert into it as well. And it is a lovely, lovely vape.
You reviewed that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yours was the review that I watched, actually, and you said it was a little too loose to replicate that cigarette draw.
Yeah, but you can put the insert into it, then it makes it a little bit more. But it actually does, for somebody coming off the smokes. I reckon if I went back, I probably would have picked up it over the T18. The T18, which is what I use, but it definitely would have got me.
You get that look and feel of a cigarette, aren't you? That's why they've done it, which is, I don't know, I can't understand why no one's done that before, because it's a really, really good idea.
The Edge Hybrid had it, but it was a strange looking device, and it wasn't the best of taste on the Edge Hybrid compared to the EQ filter.
Benji.
Rob done a review on it as well.
He says he doesn't think it's reviewing anymore. It's just like publishing items for them to sell. If I do that, I don't know, it might be aimed at me, it might not. It might be aimed at people in general. But if I do it, I do try not to. But I have got an online website, so there's bound to come into it at some point. But
listen, ultimately, I couldn't give a monkey's how many fucking items this company sells. I'm here to review a product. That's it. I'm here to tell you, the people that pay the money at your own pocket, is it worth the money you're going to pay for it? If it's not, then I'll tell you it's not. If it is, I'll tell you it is. Then it's your decision. No one's brainwashing you. No one's telling you have to buy it. If you're watching a review and somebody says this is a must buy and you just go out and buy it, then you're a melt, I'm afraid. And you need to reevaluate your life. Yeah. It's an opinion. And then the rest is down to you.
Go and reevaluate your life.
Yeah, well, it is, Matt. It's down to them, innit? It's down to the consumer. You know, if they like the look of something and we've praised it, then by all means, if you want to go and buy it, buy it. If you don't. No one's forcing you.
There is
it's not an
advert to the right of these comments, and I've just pressed it on Daniel's thumbs up note, but I haven't got a clue what it does. So if it did anything, Daniel, let me know. What you got there, Roy?
The lamp. That was a picture just sent to me by one of the ones in chat.
We can see a reflection of the football as well, by the way, and a vibrator.
Is that a nice glass of whiskey or a fucking one of them fancy candles? You got a wicked.
No one has probably a nice glass of whiskey. Probably a glass of Bushmill. Didn't you notice
that, Mark? You can see the reflection of the football in his phone. You can also see the vibrator on the bedroom table.
I That's
That's
right.
Michelle's. Mine's at this side. Michelle's at that side.
Roy's got his and hers.
Yeah. Mine's this size. Michelle's
Is
at
it
this
like
side.
that? Is it like that?
He's got the rabbit and the donkey.
Here, I'm molding mine up. Mine's a
There you
horse. Don't make no donkey. It's a horse one.
Oh dear. Let's move on.
It's bourbon. It's
So
bourbon.
we've got a good comment there from original owner. When I came off smokes, nothing worked until I got an iJoy Captain and put the original Kylan RTA on it. Motor lung and stock coils didn't do enough for me, which is fair enough. It's the same for a lot of people. But I always think when you're coming off the smokes, you need to replicate that draw for a while. You really, really do. I don't think going from smoking to like you did, the Kylan and a straight fucking lung hitter, I don't think it's going to work for a lot of people. Because number one, you can't be vaping 12 to 18 milligram nicotine through something like that because you'll kill yourself. You won't be able to breathe. So I think it's got to be a progression, whether it be a fast progression like yours, double O, or a slower progression from something motor lung and then up to something lung hitting. But everyone's different.
I've spoke to a lot of people that goes, "Oh, I've tried that vape and it's not good for me. What do you try?" And then they're saying, like a smart TV tank or whatever.
Yeah,
no, it's always been
I think every smoker has to must start with a motor lung, replicate the smoking, and get into the vape.
I think
then, like I say, it can be a slow progression or a quick progression to something else.
Took me a year to go from mouth to lung to getting a smoke pen.
Yeah, I was about 8 months, I think, 8 months, and then I went from mouth to lungs to RDAs.
I didn't actually want to make that transition for a long time because I thought, what happens if I go to the direct lung stuff and I don't like mouth to lung anymore? And I thought, I don't want to. It's like you're almost up in the ante, isn't it? And I didn't want to stay up there, or I still wanted to do mouth to lung. And I thought, what if that doesn't hit the spot anymore? But the reality is, I think mouth to lung hits the spot more than direct lung. I think personally, I know I vape 9 milligram strength in here, so that's possibly why. But
talking about 9 milligram strength, when are you getting
I knew
strawberry custard in so I can buy some?
I'd open the door.
Crack.
I'd hoist by my own petard or whatever.
What was that language you just used then?
It's these tablets. It's these tablets. I work wonders.
I heard there's fuckery to spread.
We
haven't done it yet. It hasn't been decided. You really like that, don't you, Roy?
Yeah, it's liquid crack. That bottle went so bloody quick through the Lamo.
Right.
So just hurry up and get it in,
All
I can go back off salts.
Leave it with me.
Because
enjoy again, Naturevape. How tight you have airflow on mouth to lung RTA. I can't get smooth. Keep getting dry or gurgling sound if too tight. Which tank we need? I can't answer from that information. I need to know what tank you tried it on. If it's, tell me what tank it is, and I'll try and answer the question. It matters a lot because there are mouth to lung RTAs that I've tried, and they gurgle on me, and I think I just can't get on with this tank. So it's not. Maybe you haven't tried the right tank. I don't know. And Rufus says, sounds like a wicking issue rather than airflow, and it could well be, but that'd be nice to find out. I think. How are we doing for time? 10 to 10.
Oh, look at him checking this
out.
What's going on? Is it dragging for you, Mark? Is it going slow for
you?
No.
A
week off last week.
Not
you slacker.
I was poorly again. It's just ongoing at the minute.
Yeah, I was sat there last Tuesday, like fucking wired, like got to 7 o'clock.
I was wired.
PC's fired already.
No show tonight. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Next time, me and you'll just do it right on Naturevape channel.
Yeah, that's it. I'll just do it.
Fuck off.
I'll be in the bed next door. Are you all right, Mark? Go away. I'm not well. Yeah, no, I just no, couldn't last week. Horrible thing, but where have we got to here? Oh,
I must admit, Daniel, I'm getting more and more into motor lung at the moment, and I never thought this would be me, but I am like proper digging motor lung at the moment.
Tell you what,
you like the K-Fun light, didn't you, for a long time?
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
In about 9 months' time, whenever Naturevape finally gets round to releasing the 50/50 strawberry custard, that'll be your new crack.
The strawberry custard, you really did like that one. It was nice, to be fair. It was nice.
Has it got Curlada in?
No, it hasn't.
No.
I'm out.
Just get a kill shot. Get a kill shot for it.
Hey, Mark, why don't we have I'm saying we like it's our show. It's obviously it's your show, Mark. I'm just a guest. But why don't we have Kieran on one week again?
I'd love to have Kieran on. Kieran has a bit of an issue with children and having somewhere to do it in the quiet, you know. But
well, if we give him some notice, then he could, you know.
I think he's setting up a bespoke room for his reviewing, and I think when he does, yeah, it'd be lovely to have Kieran on.
You know who I think you should get on as well sometime, just to balance out the Northern Ireland side of things.
Who's that?
Paul, the cloud chasing cyclist.
Who is that?
He's a reviewer from Belfast. He used to review a few years ago, then he gave it up, and he's just recently come back to reviewing again.
He did the Lamo recently, didn't he?
He's a good lad. He's just getting things back up again. What?
How can it be Lamo?
Mark, what's a baby sheep called?
Lamb.
Lame.
Lamb. Lamo. Lam. Lamb.
Well, remember the Vamo? What did you call that up?
The Vamo.
The Vamo?
You didn't, did you? I bet you called it a Vamo.
Hey, riddle me this, right? What do you two call? Now, I'm going to say it, not how I say it. I'm going to say it what everyone else says. What do you call Frankenstein?
Frankenstein?
No.
No, he's a monster.
Frankenstein.
No, it's Frankenstein to me.
Do you know, since I could talk, I've always said Frankenstein.
Have you?
That's why. Who's right? Am I right? Are you right?
Was he German?
I might be part German. I don't know.
What's that beer? Wolfstein. Wolfstein? That would be Wolfstein.
Wolfstein. Frankenstein.
I know your bottle of Wolfstein, please. Right, okay. So here we are, nearly there. So Roy, you got much coming up for a review?
I've got some juice reviews coming up. The Hell Beast. I've got to redo one of the Anakin things that I ballsed up and missed half of it out. What else? I've got a few things waiting to come out, but I can't remember what they are.
Oh, he's going to his Victor calendar. And look, he's got a calendar and everything. Look at him.
It's not a calendar. It's reviews that have been uploaded but not yet published. So I've got the Aquamaster V2.
This is spreadsheet, Mark, with all
all three.
The highest pound signs are at the top.
It's a Word document.
The Archery Pulse and the Archery Pal 2 ready to release. And look, it's just literally on the YouTube screen.
Careful where you point that camera, Roy. We've seen it once.
See?
Oh, don't be showing the old. Roy, man, Roy's smashing the reviews lately, and he's like taking over the game, Roy.
He is. He really is. He's done, I think, more than anyone else this week.
Well, this year I've done 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, hang on. You want to see my masterpiece?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 15 released, and 3 to go, 3 to release.
Here comes Mark.
That is.
There you go. Look at the size.
You both got one.
Mine's 3D. Mine's not Lego.
I feel left out now. The only thing I've got is a fly catcher.
What do you say?
You got that one, Mark?
Fagan. Child catcher.
Fagan. No, surely it's Fagan. That's
Margaret.
that's my Lego. A lot of Man United going on here. Graham Mabley. Let's put that comment up, Graham.
Definitely not Tetley.
Mark, could you start building mouth-lung aliens for the site?
Building?
I don't build them. Everyone knows.
Come on now. Stop messing.
The only coils I build are the little Pro coils, which actually I'm not even going to mention it because people will just wipe them out. They're the only ones I physically do. I don't any of my other coils I don't do, but I could see if I can get aliens, but I don't know. A lot of people with mouth to lung. What ohm coil do you use, Mark and Roy, for mouth to lung?
0.75.
0.75, Roy?
0.8.
0.8. See, there was a time where it was like 1.4, 1.2. I'm about a 1 ohm coil, but there's a lot of people now 0.6 for mouth to lung, things like that, aren't they? It's changed a bit of late, hasn't it?
I've got some 1 ohm coils as well.
Door.
But those 1 ohm coils there are, get them the right way up, are great.
Yeah, 28 plus 38. Yeah, we sell an abundance of those. We really do. They're a Clapton type coil.
And I know Paul, the cloud chasing cyclist, likes them as well. And like
he
really
liked them, didn't he? He said on his review, yeah.
We did have a fantastic coil builder over here, voltage coils, but he stopped making coils now. So but Simon was really, really good. You know, his coils were fantastic. His mouth to lung ones were amazing. And I ran out of them, but he's not making anymore. But those are just as good.
Yes, cyclic Scooby Fly.
Let's call her Chrissy.
0.6 ohm. You see, I was saying, Mark, when you went, a lot of people used to be 1.4, 1.2.
I was always 1.2 me, but now I think these because it was always 1.2 roundway. But I think now with these more exotic coils, fused Claptons and stuff, which I always use fused Claptons in mouth to lung, 0.75 is perfect, and it probably equates to something around a 1.2 in a round wire build, the ramp up time, quick light and stuff like that. So, yeah.
But there's a lot of people, even 0.6 now, isn't there, on mouth to lung? It is changing, isn't it? Definitely going lower ohms on mouth to lung. I'm still around about the 1 ohm. Still am.
The Jay's not here. Don't forget, you can order coils off naturevape.co.uk. Just go to the coil section, and if you use MV10, you get 10% discount, folks.
Or you can get some for your birthday.
TVP, do you want me to send you a couple of coils over?
No. Thank you, Roy, but no. I want douchebag there to send them.
Douchebag. Oh dear.
Not yet, Paul. Not yet. I haven't been lucky enough to get one yet. I am. When I say I'm flat broke, I'm like broker than a bum at the moment.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have bought a big Merc then, should you?
Shouldn't what?
Well, listen, that was a trading.
And showing off your street.
You bought a new car, Mark?
Dude, have you seen the streets around here? Every street looks exactly the same. Exactly the same. No, I bought a new car last year, didn't I, Merc?
You bought your Ford, didn't you? Focus. Is that a Focus?
No, we bought a Merc.
Mercedes? Where did he get a Ford Focus from?
He had a Fiat 500, and then he got a
whoa.
He had a Fiat 500, and then he got
with an Abarth badge.
I had an Abarth.
Exactly.
There was not. Do you know what? There was not one single Fiat badge on there, so it weren't Fiat.
It's a Fiat 500 debadged.
Oh, look, it's 10 o'clock.
Graham says he's got some 0.92 aliens coming. Let me know what they're like, Graham. Let me know what they're like. Be interested in that. Yeah, and Kieran says send him a glitter bomb, Prezi.
Kieran, don't encourage him because he'll be dead.
I got most of the calls on Naturevape. Yeah, well done, Graham. That's the way forward.
Well done, Graham. Good for you, Graham.
On that note, shall we all say goodbye? It's gone 10. We're 2 minutes past, but apparently I was 3 minutes late. But by the time we say our goodbyes, it'll be a good 3 minutes past. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go on. Oh, go on. Whatever.
I'll go first. Roy went first last time, so I'm going first this time. Is that all right with you, Mark?
It's fine, Mark.
No, thank you everyone in chat for coming in tonight. Massively appreciate it. Thanks again, Mark, for having me on. Am I like classed as a semi-regular now? Right.
Well, of course you are. You're on here as regularly as you want to be on here. You know that. Open invite to you, Mark.
Every week, then.
Okay, every week.
I did say once Jackson gets on, I will.
Yeah, that surprised me. I didn't see that one coming. You know you're.
Well, I just thought you can have your regular panel, and maybe I'll pop in every week. But no, you know, I'm up for it most weeks, Mark. So yeah, thank you, everybody in chat. You made this show. Thank you to Roy, love you, Roy. Thank you to Mark. You're all right, I guess, and I'll see you next week.
Roy,
I just echo everything that Mark said. Thank you to everybody in chat. Without the ones in chat, it'd just be the three of us sitting here talking crap, which we do anyway. Thank you, Mark, for having me on. TVP, it's always good to catch up with you. Love you too.
Thank you, Rob.
But listen, one thing I will say is, Mark, give more notice next time you're cancelling the show, because the amount of messages I've had over this past week going, why was there no show? Why was there no show?
Yeah, we need 2 days notice at least, Mark, because like I was sat there fucking ready to rock, and you're like, you text me at 7:30. No show tonight. I'm like,
I can't tell if I'm going to be ill or not. How come we've 52 thumbs up? Thank you, guys.
What did you get at 7:30?
Sorry?
Did you get sick at 7:30?
No.
Why text me at 7:30 then?
But I was optimistic I might feel better, and I didn't.
Oh, okay. You were hoping for the best.
I'm such an old trooper. That's what it is. Anyway. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to Mark's TC membership, because that way you can afford some Naturevape coils. You know.
Apparently they're really expensive, so yeah. TC only.
No, thanks everyone in chat. All your comments, as always interesting. We've had a nice bit of fun tonight. If it's broken your week up and made you smile, then that's what it's all about, and a bit of vaping along the way, so it's really good. Everyone stay safe, be well, and until next week, see you soon. Take care.
Can I just say, Sheboygan, never do I want to picture you naked again, my friend. So.
You're already only half naked, Mark.
We're off. Good night, folks.
Bye.